Jefferson County. I'll show you. I got my location on here. Hold on. Right there. Says I'm in New Ulm on that mini blip. Well, anyway, even though tomorrow is the 8th, I know today is August 7th, but I'm up at 8th Street Hill. Being that that's just how it is. Not all the days line up the way it's supposed to. There's a day early here. The rain was coming down so much it flattened all the brush, or whatever you want to call it, the tall grass. And tomorrow as well, prefer to go to the, keep going instead of skip a day, especially if, and as well, the videos that are put up underneath this upload that happened yesterday, August 6th, 2026. I may have been able to see the actual accident if I would have been sitting near that window. Believe it or not, when the accident happened, it didn't really shake the whole building like an earthquake, but it definitely, you heard a rumble. That's a good way to put it. I don't know if that's on film or not. That's one of the largest rabbits I've ever seen. The bippity bappities. See if we see him. Yeah, there it is. That's a rather large rabbit. Look it. Not for sure really what type of print I'm staring at there. The trail got all smushed. Look it. Good thing I see what I see. Right there, poop. That ain't deer poop either. No. Look it. This is, right here is new, in a sense. I'm gonna show you. Right here is where I put the barbed wire after it was on the trail. Remember that day or time? Right here is black marking. I don't know what that is. I'm definitely not gonna touch it. It's very distinguishable. Now, I remember the other, whatever it was, about a month ago or whatever, this was looped up in a circle on the trail right about there. I don't know if the beast did that or if somebody did that. It rained, I'm not for sure, but at least for 3 or 4 or 5 hours. One of those numbers earlier today. So, the ground's definitely soaked. I remember in the wintertime, it's on camera too, I was walking down this I thought I could stand on that, but it was like ice on top of it. It didn't look like there was nothing on it. Just fell right on my ass. It's on camera. Smile. You're on candid camera. It was here and it's wrecked the bucket almost all the way, messing around in here, thinking that there's something in it. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's from the peaches. For a second I thought it was all blood. Idiot. Alright, here we are. Alright, now I'm gonna pause it. Okay. Don't really got nothing for protein, but I do got beef jerky bits or steak bites or whatever. So I made a little sandwich for him, put some hot sauce on it too. I think the beast would like it. And then I got 3 apples. I got a new cup. This one's from Taco John's. Last one was Taco Bell. Now we got Taco John's. And yes, sirski. Bread tree, gifting tree. We'll take a little walkabout. Showed that already, but we'll film it again. This, then it's hook. I still believe it actually uses this thing for something, like in case it needs to drag a dead deer or something, grabs that and hooks it on, or I don't know. Why is it here? And then it's this too. They grabbed this and brought it down here, all this stuff. Before it was, how you say, laid out right here in a section looking as if it was one of those things you see in the desert, like if you're flying over it in a plane. One of them markings. And then it was also in a different pattern before it all got, how you say, dismantled. And anyway though, how is this up here? If, you know, how? And why? And why did it bring it here? It thought it needed it. It took it. That's like one of them things they put together right over like a bunch of cables that for whatever reason they're working on something. They're like some type of little speed bump or whatever. I don't know. I honestly don't know really what the fuck all this shit is here for or why. But it is. It's no joke. It's here. Listen, this is not AI. Made in Minneapolis. Or it was from there. And this, it's like a fucking vent or something. I don't know. I don't know. I already filmed all that stuff, but I was just filming again basically. And then I remember one time that tree got pulled there. And it wasn't like that. I'll forget what day it was, like 2 months ago. Let's go over here this way once. Check on the spot where he killed that baby deer, or brought it and ate it right there. Where is it? There was a massive bone somewhere. There they are. Did the deer in? All hooting over there. Right here is sharp as fuck. When did this happen? Was this always there? I'll have to look at the video. That wasn't there. That stick like right there. It got put there too. That was not there before. See? Right here. Got put there. That's a put. And look at scrapings. Sharpening the claws. There's a prime example of it. Something that is not a buck scraping deer antlers just to do it. Listen, hear that squirrel? He's agreeing with me. He's talking. The other one said it's true. No, that ain't no deer doing that. Look at it closely. You see this right here? Oh, right here. Can't really tell. Maybe from this angle. Right here is a flat put, a flat hole of a foot. But anyway, look at, this is literally like hanging on there. So it's scraping, sharpening claws, whatever it is. Here's a spot, 2 indentations. It's still there. And then look at scrapings. It's just sitting there scraping. And then right there. Look at this. Hold on. See that stick right there? I don't know, but it feels as if it was using that stick to like scratch his back or something. It's just sitting there. And look at, why is it like that? Was it using that to like pick its teeth? I could go on with these assumptions. Go over here. Oh! Right here is a, you see it all right here. I already stood right here before. But from right here to like right in the middle where that tree is, kind of, maybe a little farther down, is like, from right here is like 4 stories. 3.5, 4 stories. So it's high up right here. And there's a little gully down there, meaning at nighttime, I mean, anything could go on right here. And remember last time when I was here, when we filmed over there, this other little hiding spot. Look at this, hold on. Is this one of them? I think it is. It's one of them was. Sit there and watch that dangle. Hold on. owl's going crazy over there. Just hooting away. Look at this. Honestly, I never, how do you say, step down this way. Now that's pressed against there, warped, bent, practicing its strength, bending that. Do you know how hard it would be for a man or a lady or a transhuman to bend that piece of iron? That's one of the heaviest pieces of iron ever made, that style of iron. It's made for using it for fence posts or doing anything that needs to be done right, basically. This thing, or piece of metal, is almost impossible to bend unless you're super very strong. Probably one of the men on the ESPN strongman's competition could do it, but you know damn well I can't. So at the end of the day, look at this. Is it put there? No, it's in there. It was there for a long time. Look, is that blood on there? I think it is. When it bent that, it wanted to see if it could, probably. And then it put it there, in case it needs a weapon. It would run down here as a last resort, hypothetically. And you saw how I got down here. It's rather tight. Beat the shit out of something with this thing. Whatever it needs to beat, hypothetically. This is serious too. I'm not just playing around with these assumptions. That's a very logical deduction. Let's go down this way. This is what I was looking at. What the fuck? How big is the other one? Because that's like a small little hut right there. With a fucking rock right there for it to sit on. I never even, like I said, I never went down this way before. Can't really go down too much farther either. Pretty much have to go back the way I came. Because I ain't making it through all that shit. And then look at that. That used to be the trail or something. It's all flat right there. Or right there is maybe where it sleeps too. What was that? That was a loud snapping or a wood knock. And that owl's going crazy still. It's still a lot of light out for an owl to be making all that racket. I think there's a spirit right next to me too. I'm gonna say what, I know you ain't gonna believe this shit, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. A little voice I heard a little voice. It said, "Try to blind him. He doesn't have his glasses on." And right when it said that, if I wasn't going like this, ducking, a bunch of sticks were hitting the top of my bill, of my hat. There's an evil spirit up here. Look at little milk right here. Go right through here. Try not to step on it or ruin it. Damn it. Oh, I got lucky. Hate those bushes. Look it. I got lucky again. I almost stepped in it. 2 pieces of shit right there. Kind of like the crooked police over in Hennepin County. There we go. Made it to the path. Alright, now before I run out of time, I'm gonna pause it and go film the sign. I guess I'll film it a little bit. That stick right there is put there. All types of shit down there. Wonder why whoever that man was that was getting the metal never came back and took all the other shit that's right there. Put it all there. More to get. Don't know what it's worth, but it has to be worth something. It has to be. I see people bringing stuff there when I go to the gas station that's near the. Hey, is that the cup? What the fuck? Whatever it was, got so pissed he grabbed the cup with his mouth. Realized he couldn't, there ain't nothing in it, and left it right there. I'll get that later on next time. I ain't walking back up around there again. No more right now. We'll film the portal, tree portal. Alright, then I'm going to film a sign. Look at that right there. It broke that. No man did that just to do it. And they did it to, how you say, twist that tree all the way, keep it stuck right there. Yup. Or it did that, excuse me. The beast, the creature, the cryptid folklore legend, the Wendigo, the skunk ape, the dog man, the goat man, goat squatch, Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Alright, film the sign real quick. Saying that I'm in Hennepin County, huh? Wrong thing to fucking do. Right here, I'm in New Ulm, Minnesota. That's the Atlanta Health Center, Medical Center. That's the Oak Hills retirement home or assisted living home. Now, at the end of the day, you motherfuckers did what you did, right? And then you think it's a goddamn motherfucking game like a video game, right? Heroes and villains or whatever dumb bullshit that you idiots think it is. You done fucked up fucking with me. I promise you that shit.